Happy Mother's Day. Today is a day that we honor our mothers, who they are, and the incredible work they do. For our church family and for everyone that is tuning in this morning, I hope that all our mothers feel special, honored, and doted on today. What does God say about Mother's Day? Even though Mother's Day isn't in the Bible, I believe that it's a special day to God, and He wants to bring honor not only to mothers, but to all women. All throughout the Bible, you can clearly see the importance that God places on women. Throughout the Old Testament and New Testament, God is continually elevating the status of women to the extent that He calls you His daughters, meaning that you share in the full inheritance of God's kingdom along with His sons. There is no hierarchy in God's family. When you read through the Bible through the right lens, you realize the value God places on women. Through the stories of the Old Testament, it's not only mothers who are valuable to God, but single women, barren women, women in leadership positions, women in lowly positions, women who work vocationally outside the home, and women who work inside the home. God utilized women, spoke to women, empowered women, and led his people with women. In the history of society and the low status of women that it has had, God continually breaks through and shows the value he places on his creation. And when we look at the New Testament, Jesus demonstrated the heart of God in how he elevated this value of women. He had women minister in his discipleship group. He demonstrated forgiveness and restoration to women whose society had shamed and devalued. And ultimately, he entrusted both men and women with the message of the gospel of good news. And the Holy Spirit furthers the heart of God by gifting and equipping women to minister in his church, back then and today. So today, on Mother's Day, I want you to know not only the value your family may place on you, but the value God places on you. I know today can be a hard day for some women, and for a variety of very real reasons. But in the midst of joy or sadness, and all kinds of emotions in between, know this: God calls you his daughters. You are daughters of the Most High, not because you've earned that status, even though we think you're pretty awesome, but because of the value that God has placed on you. He loves you. Happy Mother's Day.